Okay, hello friends, I am Chi. Greetings to you all wherever you may be listening. How are you guys doing? So what's happening? Can you guys hear me clearly? All right, if you're here for the first time, why don't you subscribe because here you get informations like this that will keep you thrilled, informed, updated, transformed. Information is power. If you know, you know. And if you don't still know, you don't know. But with Chi, surely you will know. Okay, so like the title have said it all, documents we need when bringing or they need to prepare back home, okay? For those of you who wants to bring your parents, brother, sister, child, wife, husband, you know, even your stepmother, if you really want to do so as well. Okay, yeah, some of you have stepmother, stepfather, you are thinking whether you should bring them or not. So it's possible to also bring your step parents, okay? Yeah, so long as you have to indicate it, all right, that they are your step parents, okay? hmm Maybe the you know what step parents is all about now, eh? Your stepmother, your stepfather. Okay. So what are the documents they need to prepare back home? First of all, please share the video. Show me love, my one banana man. If you know, you know, and if you don't still know, you don't know. But with Chi, surely you know. Drop the one banana. I mean the like button. Please drop it like it's hot, man, as you are joining Chi, you know, live. Okay. All right. So I also like to see your comments. Come on, say hello to Chi, man. Write something in the comment section. Let me know you are there. Huh? Very, very important. So please, like I used to say before, tap tap send, huh? Use it when sending money back home. The rates are still high, but when you compare it with other applications, you will see the difference is clear. They don't charge any sending fee. So some will ask you for sending fee, but this one will never ask you, but we still give you at a high rate. That is the difference, you know. Enjoy it while it lasts, okay? With my promo code CHI, CHI, all in capital letter C, capital letter H, capital letter I. So with it, you can get a mouth-watering bonus. Yes, at least. Even if you send €5, just use the €5 you're sending to claim the bonus using my promo code CHI. Tap, tap, send, okay? TAPTAPSEND. Go to your Play Store, App Store, and download them now. They tap, tap, send. TAPTAPSEND with my promo code CHI. CHI, all in capital letters, okay? Then you get the bonus. Even if you have registered before, you have 3, 4, 5, 6 email, different phone numbers. Keep registering new one. Register again. Another tap tap send. Register another one and still keep claiming the bonus with my promo code CHI. It's allowed, okay? Joro no day, man. All right. So that is that for now. Now let me tell you, you are here abroad. Definitely, you will marry. You have children. Eh? You are going to have children. So have you like thought about it? Like who will be taking care of those children? Like especially, it's causing problem now in this Europe. Let me even limit it to Italy, but it's happening everywhere. People in diaspora. Let me tell you, you are now married to this girl who also came to hustle, to make money, to impress her family, to make them look good, man, to treat them nice with money, But here you are, you have married her, she's just at home. Let me tell you, most of the girls who are having children, just full-time mamas at home, they are not happy. Their family members are insulting them, parents insulting them, say, look at you, you went there to be giving birth while your mates are busy working, making money, building houses, buying properties, helping their family members. But you're there just giving birth for that guy. Let me tell you, they are telling her these things. It's paining her by the day because when the parents need certain help, or brother, sister, she cannot afford it. So this is it. Let's talk about it now. Okay. So now, when you now think of bringing your parents, for example, huh? Your parents to join you, whether it's your wife's parents or your own parents. It will help a lot because now she has 3, 4 children, which are hindering her for work. She can't work because Who will take them to school? Who will take them for appointments, for games, for this and that? Who will stay at home with them when they say they're not feeling fine? It's she. Why you are there making money and equally when you come back home, you're insulting her, telling her all rubbish things. She can never be happy with you. The love is dying. These have caused many marriages to break up here abroad. It has affected a lot because the girl wants to work just like you are working because you are now insulting her with the money you are making. You can't even give her good quality pocket money. And she has problems to solve back home for her family. So that is why you have to now consider to bring either your own parents who you should agree with and tell them, hey, I want to bring you abroad so that you can be helping us to take care of the children while my wife can go and work. Or if you're bringing your wife's parents, mother or stepmom, at least, at least the person can come and stay and take care of the children or even take them to school, bring them back while your wife is also working. At least even you yourself, you're now free. You can now equally go to your work and stop going to work late because most of you, these things it's now affecting your job because sometimes your wife is not even feeling fine. And you are the man that will now take these 2, 3 children to school and also bring them back. This will make you run late to work and you start having issues. Some of you lost jobs like that because you keep giving excuses. So when you bring your parents, at least it goes a long way to help issues. And let me tell you, I've told you in my former videos of family reunion, family cohesion, telling you that even when you bring your parents, if they're not feeling fine, they are sick, and this sickness have lingered for years, no solution, but they are managing it. With it, they can apply for invalidita, and the government will be paying them. And when you bring them, they'll still get sojourner, you know, which even if they stay longer, they can convert to Lavoro, even to Qatar sojourner, even to citizenship, so long as you guys are working. So your parents can always use your code to apply for these things, Qatar, citizenship. So you see, it's a win-win everywhere. So government is paying that your sick parents who is not recovering anytime soon, because the sickness is there, your parents will be making money. So it's not like they are coming to put burden on you. You are going to be spending on them, this and that. So that is it. So bring them so that things to cushion the effects of all these problems, nagging by your wives, bitter, angry face all the time. Look, your wife is not happy. Look at their faces. You can tell. When you come back, look at the face look at the face. They are not happy anymore. You talk one, they are talking to you angrily because of that money issue. Most of the problem people face is money problem. Money problem have destroyed a lot of marriages, destroyed relationships. So why don't you solve it? If you can bring your parents, bring them. Just that the problem is that most people went to commission and were busy telling stories that their parents are dead. A lot said that story. They said, Papa don't die, Mama don't die, you know. So now you have said your parents are dead. That is where you have hooked yourself. Now you are married to a girl who also went to commission and said, Father is dead, mother is dead. Come on. So in that case, you are hooked, man. But most of you who brought your wives back home from your home country to come and join you, instead of her just sitting down, putting more bills on your head, like a liability, making you spend a lot, she's not working, she's just taking care of children, she can bring her parents through you. Yes, through you, your own booster paga code, work contract, all those things can enable her to use it and apply to bring her mother at least, or even father and mother if they are not feeling fine. Well, at least with it, money can be generated as well when they apply for invalidita to get some money from the government, which will last until that sickness is cured. If it's not cured, they'll keep taking it for the rest of their life. So your wife can use your code, your contract, to apply for family reunion or cohesion to bring her parents to come and join, at least to release her from staying at home all the time, taking care of children, and you are there insulting her. Look at you. Do you know how I make money? I suffer every day. At least now she can go and equally work and understand what you are saying and make money. At least both of you will be having money to save left and right and plan ahead of other things in life, have projects together and the rest of it. At least the family will come back in peace once again. So that is that you should know. So if you want to bring your wife's mother or father to join, or your own to join, so that they can take care of the children, that will go a long way. Okay, so now let's move in. What are the documents that you will be required to present, or rather, which of the documents will they back home be required to prepare to get ready, so that when the Nola Oster is ready here, you send them home and then they can use it to go and apply for the family reunion. Definitely, they have to go meet those agents back home in your country. You have these agents who normally help people to fill the long stay visa form, all those forms they have to fill. They fill it and then give it to you. So those agents can also be of help because they also help in translation, translating the document to Italian, also legalizing it at the embassy. Huh? Note that one. But if you're already a citizen of Italy, then it's more easier. Protocols will not be so long. Okay, I'll talk about that in my next video. All right. So now one of the documents they back home have to prepare. Let's say you're bringing your parents. Let's say mother, for example, father. The same thing applies. Let me tell you, one thing they will require is the marriage certificate of your parents. Some of you say, "Oh, my parents are not even married." Hmm? But let me tell you, if your parents did not marry, you can get it in the court, high court. Huh? Yes, they can go to the high court of your country and swear an affidavit, then the court will generate a kind of document, marriage certificate document, because they have sworn that they are really married, they brought evidences, brought old people who were witnesses. So those people come and sign in the court that yes, they are really married. We knew when they married, blah, blah, blah. So the court will now generate a marriage certificate for them, putting a date which they stated. They will put a date when they married, everything stamped by the judge, everything complete, witnesses signed. So through that way, your parents have marriage certificate, right? So with that marriage certificate, the next thing your parents will need will be the birth certificate. Yes. Maybe you say, my parents don't even know when they were born, but at least you can put an age there because when doing family reunion, they said your parents must be at least of age 65. It can be 65, 66, 67, 68, down to 90, 100. If your parents are above 65 or 65, they can apply. You can apply to bring them here. Okay, so you have to know that one. Okay, so let's proceed. So the marriage certificate, the birth certificate, if they don't have it, definitely most of our parents don't even have their birth certificate. You know what I'm talking about. For Africa, it's difficult. So now they can go to court at the same time if they don't have. But if they have, no problem. If they have marriage certificate, no problem. Just listing. So they can go to the court and get um, do the affidavits and swear the affidavits and sign the documents. They will give it to them even in the court, and also even in their local government. Their local government. Yes, they can go to the local government and the birth certificate will be issued to them. Especially, in fact, I would prefer they go to the local government to get it because it will carry that national population kind of birth certificate. So when they go, they should say they want to do the birth certificate used for traveling abroad because they have two types, the local one and the one for traveling abroad, which is a national population kind of birth certificate. So they should mention it to them, national population birth certificate for people who travel abroad. That one will be more valuable. Also, if they can get one from court, no problem as well. But I would prefer the one of national population, where they can get from their local council back home. So now, what else will be required? Their national identity card. Like in Nigeria, they say national identity number. Yes, most people now have it. So other countries have their national identity card, something that shows the identity that you are, just like here we say Carta Identità. So your countries too have national identity card as well. So they should try to have it as well. And also the yellow fever, the certificates that shows they have done the vaccine. And when they go to do the yellow fever, they should mention that they are traveling to Italy because every country has specification of the kind of vaccine they need to take before traveling out. Without it, most people usually have problems. They get rejected or they don't even allow them to cross. The immigration will not allow them entry into the country. Even maybe from the home country there, they can have issues or the visa will not even be issued until they bring the yellow fever certificate because that certificate have code. There's a code on it so they can easily verify it as well. So please don't allow agents to just keep messing things up like bringing documents, fake documents and filing for family reunion. It's very dangerous because those documents, when they go to verify it, they might find out that they are all fake. So please, since it's easy to get all these documents, why don't you just tell your people to get them instead of using agents that will bring fake? So prepare the documents by yourself. The agents can only help you do the translation and the legalization in the Italian embassy. That's when they will stamp it, put the marketable thing on it. So now um, if you have people who can help you take it to the federal foreign affairs ministry in your country, they will also do the authentication part of it. So the documents, like I mentioned now, is the marriage certificate, the birth certificate, and also the yellow fever, that yellow fever vaccine. They will give both polio vaccine and the yellow fever vaccine for Italy, right? So a certificate to be generated. It lasts for 10 years. It has a 10 years validity. So it covers, it protects the body for a very long time. All right. So now I've mentioned these things. Then you must know that passport, your country's passport, not photo, your passport, country's passport, something that shows you are from that country, citizenship, that's your passport, international passport. So their parents must also have that one. You must do it for them. Very important, because with the data page, you need it here to apply for a reunion, right? When you go to CAF, remember, go to CAF and get all the requirements you will need here in Italy when applying for family reunion, in case you want to do so. Yes, so proceeding, the next thing is this. They want a proof that they are really your parents. So what are the proofs? Something like a photo. If you have photo you have taken with your parents in the past, it will serve as a proof as well that truly they are your parents. Okay, so that photo will serve as an evidence. Okay, very, very important. The photo proof. So if there's a photo proof, it will help a lot. Photo that you have taken with your mother before, or father, or maybe a group family photo, including you, brothers, sisters. Maybe if you can remember that you guys have taken photos in the past, those photos will help a lot for them to prove a lot of things. Though a lawyer, when they pay for verification fee after submitting at the TLS center, you know, they will call you to pay the lawyer fee. Then the lawyer will now go and verify if truly those people are really your parents, you are their child. Okay, so now that photo will help a lot, and also DNA will be required to strengthen the proof as well. So if they are not satisfied with the photo proof you are bringing, they will ask for a DNA test. So your parents, mother or father, will be asked to go to a certain hospital which helps them to do a lab or something which helps them to do the DNA testing there. And you yourself, they will inform you to go and do yours in a certain hospital. They will refer you to go to lab to go and do your own DNA test in Italy here. So once it is done, that hospital will send the report back to the embassy, because the embassy works with them. So that's why when you're applying for reunion, please put a number that you know you are using every day, your normal number. Put it. Don't go and put a phone number you always keep at home. Very important. And the email you give, make sure you are always checking your mail, because they will surely communicate to you if there is need for that, for any other further requirements they will be needing. So now you now know that these documents are what you will be needing, okay, when preparing to bring your parents. Photo proof, DNA will be done. That will be the embassy to decide whether they will ask them to do it. But if they are satisfied by the report of the lawyer who went to investigate things, document the marriage certificate, the birth certificate, ask people in the village or in the city where they are residing, ask some questions like that, then if they are satisfied with everything, fine, they are good to go. The visa will be issued to them within 15 working days, the family reunion visa, which is always a 1 year visa. So voila, your parents are already here. So you see, it's not, the requirements are not much. Huh? So while you have filed for family reunion here, you have applied for the Nola Oster, because the CAF will do it online. Everything will go to the prefectura online. Okay. So while you are there waiting for the 3 months for the Nola Oster to be ready, it's very important that you should also start preparing their own documents from the other end. That is from your country. You start preparing their own documents ahead of time. Okay, so if it's your child you are bringing, it's not much. You just need if the mother is back home with the child, maybe you want to bring only your child. So let's talk about child. So you need only the birth certificate of that child. If the child doesn't have, you can go to your local government, local council to generate the national population birth certificate, the one I mentioned. Okay, for people who travel abroad, that is what you should state to them so that they'll give you the correct one. Okay, not the local one, the international one. National Population Census for people who want to travel abroad. I repeat again. So that is what you get for your child if your child does not have the normal birth certificate. But it's very important because right now Italy always the embassy requires that one they give to babies when they are born, like it's like a passport, like something like that booklet. So every hospital issues it to every child born recently, even 5 years back. So your hospital can easily generate that type of birth certificate as well and give to your child. So with the birth certificate, the yellow fever vaccine certificate as well, which you can go. Remember that yellow fever thing, vaccine and yellow fever and polio vaccine certificate that they present that they have done it for visa to be issued and for immigration to allow them entry. That certificate is done at the Federal Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health, every state has Ministry of Health in it, or even in the immigration office where passport is done, they also issue that certificate, yellow fever and polio certificate for people who want to travel to Italy. And also the general hospitals can also issue it and generate the code at the same time and sign on it and stamp on it at the same time. So your children we need the birth certificate, the yellow fever vaccine certificate, the national identity card, whether in paper form or in a plastic form, you take photocopy of it. Okay. Also, remember when they are going, they should also go with the original. That is during the appointment day for submission. They have to go with the original as well as photocopies as well. Okay, very important. Then even there at the submission, they have a photo. Just they have to take a photo of themselves. Which they will need as a specification for that. So at that center, before going, go to a photographer who will take you a nice photo for people who are traveling abroad. Tell them that one, not just anyhow photo. They have specification, white background, no makeup, no earring, no, yeah, they should go that way. But even at that center where they submit, they have photographers there who does those jobs. All right, so children are not much. Their passport for sure, international passport for sure, will be required. So other further proofs will be the DNA proof. They are asked them to go for DNA testing, and also uh, uh, if it's your wife, it's also simple. You are bringing your wife or husband, it's also simple because all they'll be needing is the marriage certificate, definitely, which you can get both in the court, in the court or in your local government. They can generate one for you. You can just go and do it there, sharp, 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 sharp. It doesn't even take time. That very day, they will generate the certificate, register it for you. So witnesses sign, everything done. Okay, so but if you already have it, good to go. Marriage certificate, birth certificate of your wife, that's the national population. The international one for people who wants to travel abroad, always remember that one. They have to mention it when they go there so that they understand the specific one to give to them. All right, so marriage certificate, birth certificate, national identity card, um, and also the yellow fever thing, and also the passport will be required. Sometimes these people ask for statement of account, maybe to see proofs if you are really the wife, because there they will see money you transfer, blah, blah, blah. So if that one is needed, you can also print it out before going to submit. All right, remember that all these documents I mentioned has to be authenticated at the um, Foreign Affairs Ministry in your country, and also you can go to those agents close to your embassies, the Italian embassy there. They have a lot of agents there. Even the embassy can refer you to the agents they work with. So those agents will help you translate those documents to Italian and also to um, legalize it. They have to stamp on it. So the agent does that. Also help them to fill the visa form, long stay visa form, prepare everything, arrange it, and then book an appointment. The agents also help to book an appointment for submission. Yes, they book the appointment for them, and then they go and submit. Then you pay them the fee for what they have done for you. All right. So you see, it's not much. It's not much when it comes to husband and wife kind of thing. Definitely remember, always somebody has to go and do the verification. They have to tell a lawyer to go and investigate. You might not even know that the lawyer has gone ahead to investigate all the documents you have provided, whether it's the marriage, birth certificate, everything. They have to check if they're all original and ask questions to certain people. Sometimes they will even ask your husband or wife or parents, husband, mother, father, mother. They might even ask them questions like an interview to really know if the person bringing them is their child, or if you are bringing your wife or husband, they will also ask them questions regarding you who is here abroad. So that's why you have to tell your parents a lot of things about you when you traveled, where you are living, where you are working. They have to know a lot. Already, they gave birth to you, so they still know a lot. So, but you who is here have to tell them things about you also here. Okay, when you traveled, all those things, you have to enlighten them. So don't be too scared, because when there's photo proof and DNA proof, it has covered a lot. So for your wife, you have to also prepare them. So whether there'll be an interview or not, just prepare them. You never can tell. I tell you, these people can select whether to conduct an interview or not. So that's why you just have to prepare them, just in case it happens, so that you will not say, you will not lose out from everything. Okay. So if they are, if you are talking about your brother, you want to bring your brother based on family reunion or sister, remember they have to be your only brother who is back home, and nobody is taking, maybe nobody to um, um, take care of them, whether they are above 18 years, because if you are bringing your child, make sure your child is not more than 18 years or even 18 years. Okay. So your brother or your sister who is alone in the country, maybe you are just two, eh? So you can also bring them, so long as they are home and nobody's helping them, they are suffering, or maybe they're even sick, and that is your only brother, your only sister, you can bring them. What is required is just the birth certificate, and if there's a photo proof that is really your brother, it's also a good thing to have. If there is one, it helps in fastening the whole thing. And also, they'll ask your brother to go for a DNA testing, as well as they will tell you the hospital to go here and do it, so as for them to approve their visa. Okay, the process is not even long. Remember, yellow fever vaccine certificate has to be there, and they have to indicate that they are traveling to Italy when going to do that yellow fever and polio vaccine at the Ministry of Health or General Hospital in your country, or in the immigration office there. Mm? So now also the passport is required. Remember, always passport is always required. International passport, yes, you need it here to even start the processes. Eh? Even marriage certificates for those who are married. You have the certificate. When going to apply, they will require it as well. Whether translated or not translated, they will first need it here. But when they are going to submit, they have to translate it, authenticate it, legalize it. I've mentioned it before. Mm? All right. So that is that about your brother. Brother. So if that is, well, let's say you're talking about your stepmother. Maybe your mother is late and this lady was married by your father. Huh? Then it's your stepmother. So what happens there is that it's just the normal thing as well. Marriage certificate, mm, and her birth certificate, and then the yellow fever polio vaccine certificate, national identity card as a proof. Also, they will require it. These are the few things they will also require from her. Okay, so you have to also state it that it's your stepmother. Mm? So long as she's married to your father, it's your mother. So you can always bring her if you feel she was so good to you. She never treated you bad. Then you like her way, then you can bring her to join you and help you take care of the children. You know, David, I miss you too. David, David. I see you, bro. My voice is low. Are you sure it's not from your phone? Huh? Is it okay now? How is the voice like? Is the voice good? Huh? I think if it's still low, you should check your own phone as well, David. Okay? Uh, all right. So, how is the voice? Is it okay, David? Mr. David, how is the voice? Is it okay now? Can you hear me clearly? Huh? Somebody please indicate in the comment section. Please, if you can hear me clearly, please indicate. Huh? If nobody's indicating, then I have to end the program, because somebody said my voice is low, but I don't know. All right. So, um, these are the things you guys must know, that when your parents come, the bottom line is this: they will help you, they will relieve a lot of stress from you guys who are married and having children. Eh? Even single mothers, you have a child and you are working, you have two, three, you are stressing yourself. If your mother is still alive, or you want to bring your auntie, then you can bring them. Hmm? So to help you take care of the children, while you now have your free time to work. So even if you are married, then you can also help your wife bring her mother or father, or you bring your own mother or father. But some will say, I don't want my mother to come because she's going to stress the marriage, like put hell on you guys, you know? All right. Lucky, 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 lucky. Thank you very much. Lucky said it's okay. Tutto bene. Tutto a posto. Lucky. Thanks, man. All right. So the documents they will need back home is not much at all. It's not much. So they should start getting them ready. Remember, if all those documents I mentioned are ready, then please, if you're listening now, you want to understand properly, you can rewatch the video after so that you understand the documents I mentioned. So if they are ready, then they can take it to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, authenticate it, do the authentication, and then take it to the agents who will do the translation to Italian. Then the same agents will help them in legalization in the embassy. The same agents will help them to fill the visa form, arrange everything, and book appointments. Agents make things faster and they don't corrupt the whole process, because when you want to do it alone, man, for your first time you will do a lot of mistakes and the visa could be denied or delayed, because then you have to fix things as well. Please, you that is going to send them the NOLA OSTA, do not send them only that paper. Please, I beg you. Attach other documents. You know all the documents you used when applying the NOLA OSTA, right? All those documents, please get them all. If you're definitely you have copies, right? So get them and attach them, put them in the envelope, especially your booster paga, your code, your contract for work, for house, um, what again? The residence certificate, lo stato de familia, housing suitability certificate. You have to get those documents again. And also the one, your model esse uno esse due, the one they will tell you to get from your workplace, from your capo, and the one they will ask you to get from your landlord. Okay, so you need those documents. If you can have them back, attach them to the envelope, send them through DHL. Very important. Remember, also attach copies of your identity card, sojourner, passport, data page, and also codice fiscale. Attach them in that envelope, and also the NOLA OSTA should be there. Then send it. Don't just send only the NOLA OSTA, because in most cases, when they go for the submission, those people could be crazy. They'll start demanding, saying, we need his sojourner, we need his passport, we need his passport data page, we need his codice fiscale, we need code again. You're like, but the prefectura said they have sent everything to the embassy. There's no need, just send only that paper alone. But those centers, TLS center or VFS center, those places where they do the submission, or even when they go direct to the embassy to submit, they will start requiring these things again. So why don't you just gather them and send them home? So just in case they start asking for it, you're like, okay, I already attached everything. But remember, if you attach everything, it's not like it is lost. They will still return everything, including the passport, all the documents, even the NOLA OSTA. They will still return everything back to them, back home. And please, when they are coming, tell them to come with the NOLA OSTA with all those documents, everything given to them in that envelope. Tell them to come along to Italy with everything, to avoid the stories that touches the heart. Okay. All right, David, you said it might be YouTube. Yes, maybe you're using an old phone, man. I understand. You have to buy quality phone. All right, man. Okay. So, what are we talking about? Stepchildren. Yes, you want to bring in your stepchild, right? You have adopted some child, or you want to adopt your brother or sister's child, uncle or auntie's child. You want to bring them here, one or two, like that, based on your capacity. Remember, family reunion, you have to check. You must have a house, because they ask you to bring the family housing suitability certificate. They have to come and measure the house, check electrical, structural things in the house. They have to do those things, you know. So if you don't have a house, how will you bring them? So you must have a house, or maybe somebody who you are sharing house with will give you everything you need, like authorization letter to bring them. Also, the landlord has to approve, as usual. You know that one. So even if you have hospitalita in somebody's house, you can beg the person to prepare the document of authorization through a lawyer. Very important, so as to enable you bring them. Okay. So now let's talk about that one. You want to adopt your brother, sister, uncles, auntie's child and bring here. Okay. Because maybe they are very poor. You want to just help them. Okay, fine. That those people have to prepare a document that says that yes, they are aware and they are the one handing you over. In fact, the adoption certificate has to be prepared in court. So they have to get a good lawyer who will prepare the adoption certificate. Whether you're adopting the child from a motherless baby home, those homes where they keep children who don't have father and mother. So whether you're adopting the certificate of adoption has to be issued to you. Remember those certificates, you have to take it to your foreign affairs ministry in your country and do the authentication, like I said, as usual, translated to Italian through those agents and legalized in the embassy through those same agents who help you do the last processes, okay? Even appointment. So that certificate of adoption has to be presented, okay, when you are doing reunion, especially if that child is not above 18. Or even if the child is above 18 and that is the only child of your uncle, auntie, brother who is surviving, maybe the parents are late and they are suffering. One of them, maybe just one child, is really suffering. So you can also bring them. But now, um, the certificate of adoption still has to be prepared back home in court through a good lawyer, or if you are getting from the motherless home will prepare the certificate of adoption. So that certificate of adoption, including the birth certificate, which you will get in your local council, like I usually say, when you go there, when you tell them to go there, tell them the one for people who are traveling abroad or international birth certificate, national population census. Tell them like that. They will understand the code and they will give you the right one. So with that certificate, they can always. Lucky said, thank you. Thanks, bros. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Right. All right. So with that certificate of adoption, they can easily get the NOLA, they can easily use it to apply for reunion. So birth certificate has to be there. Certificate of adoption has to be there. Yellow fever and polio vaccine certificate has to be present. And also national identity card has to be done for the child you're adopting, or even when you're bringing your child, okay, you have to do the national identity card for them. And also passport, international passport, like I said, is always necessary. That one is must. So the family, not only writing the letter, the letter, they have to give authorization letter. They have to prepare it through a good lawyer who will prepare the authorization letter, witnesses sign that they are the one handing you over this child as well, and they are aware that you are taking the child abroad. Okay, so a lawyer has, they know how to prepare those things. Okay, authorization letter. So even if you are bringing only your child and your wife is back home, or maybe you and your wife separated, she has remarried and you are married here, you now want to bring those your children, that your wife who has remarried has to write an authorization letter. A document has to be prepared by her through a good lawyer that says that she is aware and she's the one who is releasing this child to you, so she will prepare that document, and then that document will be required when going to submit it. And remember, everything called document from home they are preparing back home has to be authenticated in your foreign affairs ministry, translated to Italian, legalized. Agents can help you run every show, but it's all about money. They will require money. So the ones you can do them. If you can do authentication, do them. Then they will do the rest for you, okay? Both appointment for submission and visa form filling things. So now that is that about the adoption thing, okay? So who will come with your child? Because your child is a teenager. So if you have someone who will be traveling home, maybe due to work, you cannot go home, or you have someone who is you can pay to travel home and bring your child, fine. The person can help you bring your child. But remember, you are also going to issue your own authorization letter. Eh? A letter that says a document, you have to prepare it. You can meet your lawyer to prepare it for you if possible. So a lawyer will write and say, put every detail everything there that you are aware, you are the one authorizing this, your friend, to help you bring your child here. You put your codice fiscale, attach other documents, even that of your friend. Codice fiscale has to be mentioned there, where he lives, his name, address, phone number, email. The lawyer has to detail everything in there, okay? So with it, that your friend is now safe so that he will not be embarrassed. Some would say embarrassed. So that he will not be embarrassed at the airport, both home or here at the immigration point at the airport there, when they are checking things. So with that letter, he can easily present it to them, which can give him access to travel easily with that child without issues. Uh, you said when someone applies for an star, you did not. I think Vera Simon, thank you too. Vera. All right. Lucky, please, you can hit me up of my number after now. Okay. The number is 328-567-3453. I repeat again, if you're calling from outside Italy, it will be +39-328-567-3453. I repeat for the last time, 328-567-3453. Call me on that number, Lucky, so that we can talk about it, or anybody else who wants to call me and ask any other further questions that you didn't get quite well correctly. You can call me and then we can talk about it, okay? Very, very important. Um, and please make sure you have good income, okay, when applying for these things, because those things can make you not to even get it. Some CAF may not even apply for you. They tell you don't have the required income. Your code is not big. So make sure you have something above 9,000. Mm? Yeah, at least if you're bringing one person, right? But if you're bringing two people, still maybe something around 10K. They will tell you because they keep updating the required amount needed for family reunion. That's why I said family cohesion is more better. That is invitation letter, which you can go to CAP and tell them you want to invite someone, parents or child or wife or husband, okay? You can do so. Or you're bringing a friend to come and witness a marriage or family member to witness a marriage, the marriage you want to do is also allowed, okay? So people do that. Huh? So family cohesion is just the invitation document. You have to fill the form. A lawyer can help you, even them in CAP, if you beg them, they can help you fill up everything. You will need the person's passport number to also attach it there. Fill the form, send to the person, attach your normal documents you have here with you, also your redito, that is your code, you have to attach it, and also um, residence certificate, lo stato familia, all in commune, you have to also attach it. So the requirement is not much, but I always say, please have good money in your account, like 4K, 5K. If you can just even borrow and make it up, have it in your account. Print out the statement of account. Like say, let me say you have 4K, 5K. You can now print out the statement of account, okay? The official bank statement, please, official bank statement. Huh? The one that contains your name, your address, and your codice fiscale. So when applying these things, when you want to get your statement of account, tell the bank or your poster the one that contains your name, your address, and your IBAN. Yes, all those things have to be detailed in that your bank statement so that the embassies will understand clearly how much you have in there. And they can also call the bank to verify. That is for those who are doing the family cohesion. Okay, very important. Mm. All right, so for family reunion, just your booster, your code is enough to prove things. If you don't yet have code, you can present 5 or 6 booster pagas if your code is not ready. If you have your past code, you can attach everything code there. Attach it. It's very important when you are sending the documents home so that they understand that you are making money. You are not just a poor G. All right. So family cohesion is more easier because once you send the invitation letter documents to them, all they have to attach is just their passports, copies of their passports, yellow fever, flight reservation certificate. The agents can do that. Insurance certificate. The agents can also get it for them easily, very cheap. Maybe something within 10 euro insurance, traveling insurance. Yes, agents helps in those things. Then also filling of their short stay visa form. Okay, because it will be 3 months. If you're a citizen, 6 months. All right. So we did. That one is sharp, sharp. Very sharp, sharp. Okay. So all they have to just translate, maybe um, they don't have to even translate anything. Nothing is required to be translated unless you are bringing your wife through the family cohesion, that's the invitation letter form, which you get in CAF, okay? If you are bringing your wife or husband or child through that way, then you can just translate the marriage certificate, the birth certificate, and the yellow fever thing, and also they will do the translation and legalization by those agents, fill the forms for long stay visa form and book for submission for them. So agents will clarify those things when they go meet them. So when they now come, like you are doing family cohesion, right? I've said it before, you can check my former videos, okay? So when they come, you can just now take them to your commune. You have 8 working days. Take them 7 or 8 working days. You take them to commune, register them, then take them to Questura for presentation. So there, the final job is done. They collect the invitation things, collect some documents from you, from them. That's why when you're going, go with everything you have, all your documents, the one use and apply and send for them, and also the ones they came with, the managers, all those documents they came with that they use and apply back home. They have to bring it here when they are coming as well. So Questura will take it from them, document it, give them appointment for thumbprint. That's all. That's all. So you can choose to go to Questura directly, which is very nice to do as well. So Questura gives they get document. They get document. That is just very easy and faster. So not like you're applying all after you're waiting for 3 months. So cohesion is, to me, is more faster. Even students, even students can apply that one also. All right, Lucky. I'll be waiting after this uh, program. So those in camp, you have to get your sojourner. In most cases, the camp can help you bring your wife or child, but most times it's difficult. If you are in good relationship with them, they can do that for you. They have done it for some people. Those in camp, if your camp is very nice, they will help you to apply for the family reunion. Yes, if they are so good, because some of them, or most of them rather, they are not equally nice to us. Okay, so um, your camp can help you, but you have to have sojourner, okay? The normal sojourner, you have gone to commission, they have issued you sojourner. That is when the camp can help you if they really want to, because they have done it for some people. So that's why some people tell you, no, if you're doing that family reunion, you don't need a house. Yes, because the camp did it for them. The camp did it for them, attach everything, documents from the camp, everything, and did it for them. That's why people say, you don't need a house, you don't need income, because camp did everything for them. All right. So if you have documents, you are in good relationship with your camp couples, you can meet them and discuss it with them. Tell them that they should help you bring your family. But if they say no, then you have to now get your own house, get a good job that pays good. At least 1, 2 is okay. 1,000 is also okay. 950 is okay. It can help to bring because the could will be high for real. All right. That's if you are bringing one person. Let me tell you, if your could is not so big to bring 2 people or 3 people, all you have to do is to be bringing them one after the other. You bring this one this year, by next year you apply to bring the other one, then after that one you apply again to bring the other one. So you're using your one could to bring them through that means. Since they said you cannot use that your could to bring up to 2 people or 3 people, then split it into one, one, one. Okay. All right. So what else? I'll be signing out officially. Remember, please, my one banana, please. I love it when you give me that like, okay? Please, one banana for G, man. And also share the video out. Share me out. Um, so, guys, I'll leave you all in peace. I hope you are convinced and not confused from what I'm saying. So remember, if there are other documents you'll be needing back home, the agent will also inform you because you know the country differences like that. So that is it. So in invitation, you always have to mention you are the one who is going to support them, put them in your house, also finance the journey, take care of them fully. Responsibility is yours. But if you don't have good income, and you want to apply reunion to bring your wife, husband, or child, or mother, father, and you know that they have good income, like they have big money in their account, like up to 3 million, 4 million. I'm talking about naira, Niger. But your country equivalent of like 4,000 euro thereabout. If they have that kind of amount in their account, then and you don't have good salary here that can convince the government to issue the visa to them, then you can state in the document that they are going to finance themselves, only that you are going to indicate that you'll be harboring them, but they are going to finance themselves. That is why they have to now ask them to bring their statement of account. So in that case, their statement of account back home will be required because you have indicated that they will be the one to finance themselves when they are coming, maybe wife, husband, or father, mother, because they have good income back home, up to like 4K equivalent home. So because you don't have enough. So that is for cohesion. I'm talking about cohesion. That is invitation letter thing, document, which you will get in CAF and then fill it up. So when they come, they get sojourner. Yes. So long as it's their first time, or it has to be their first time traveling to any Schengen country. Schengen, yes. First time traveling, and also so long as they have never been given visa by Italy, or family reunion thing has never been done at all for them. So if it's their first time, they will get the document. Also, do you know that when you bring someone 2, 3 times, maybe father, mother, that one is just by the way. They come into Italy through invitation, like come, they stay for 2 months, 3 months, they go back. Then maybe you invite them again, they come, stay for 2 months, 3 months, they go back. If they do that like 2, 3 times, I think 3 times, the fourth time they'll be coming, you can just take them to Questura and apply for sojourner for them. Yes, yes, yes. It is also done. That is another way as well to give them documents. That is if you really want to go through that way. Maybe you don't really want them to come and stay with you for now, but you are preparing them for the future. So if they can just come 1, 2, 3, the fourth one, you take them to Questura, and then document will be issued to them. But remember, 8 working days, both for reunion and cohesion. Take them to your commune and straight to your questura. Watch my previous videos, you will understand a lot I've said about family reunion and also cohesion, so that you understand the differences and make your choice. Very, very important. Hmm? All right, I'll be signing out. Remember, I am Chi, ever yours truly. If you know, you know, and if you don't still know, you don't know. But with Chi, surely you will know. My one banana, drop it, the like button, please. And also share. I'm out of here, man. I'm Chicha.